I have with me here today my Grand Champion Toy Fox Terrier, Riser. I'm going to inform you about three dog sports and the differences and similarities between them. I have shown dogs for 17 years, competing in the Westminster Dog Show and the Eukanuba National Championship. How many of you have a dog? Does your best friend, a relative, or your neighbors have a dog? Dogs are all around us, and I hope to inform you about the things that you can do with your dogs. Three dog sports that you can do are obedience, agility, and conformation. One of the best sports that not only teaches your dog manners, but also makes them a better dog to live with is obedience. American Kennel Club, also known as AKC, is the central kennel club used for all dog sports. AKC has all of the written rules and standards for all the dog sports. Finding a place to train and having patience while training is key for success. According to AKC, obedience dogs have been trained and conditioned to behave well at home, in public places, and in the presence of other dogs. To begin obedience, an owner must take the dog to training classes to obtain the skills needed to compete. The classes will help you teach your dog what they need to do. Every dog and person is different. The classes will help you understand what your dog is capable of. There are two main ways to take obedience classes. You can look into your local kennel club, or you can also look into your local 4-H. They don't just deal with horses. There are many different exercises that you can train your dog on. According to AKC, a few beginner exercises are heel, sit, stay, calm, and down. Heeling is getting your dog to walk on a loose leash next to you. Stay is getting your dog to stay in position if you walk away from them. Sit or down is a position that your dog will go into on a command. Calm is getting a dog to come to you when they are called. Once your dog is trained enough on the beginner exercises, the next step is off-leash. Although your dog is trained on the exercises on-leash, off-leash is a completely different story. Patience with your dog is key in training your dog on-leash and off-leash with the exercises. Your local kennel club and 4-H are great places for getting your dog ready for competition. Learning the exercises on and off-leash are two different training experiences, but they will benefit your dog in many ways. Some dogs do very well learning the patience they do in obedience. However, dogs that are more active are likely to excel in another sport. This sport is best for dogs and people who enjoy running, and that sport is called agility. Unlike obedience, agility has obstacles, a timer, and lots of teamwork and communication. According to AKC, agility is designed to demonstrate a dog's willingness to work with his handler in a variety of situations. Agility is an athletic event that requires conditioning, concentration, training, and teamwork. You may not understand what I meant about obstacles. The most known ones are jumps and tunnels, but did you know that there are over half a dozen different jumps and about 10 different ways to place the tunnel? There are a lot of obstacles in agility, but you don't have to worry about all of them at once. Like obedience, you need to go to your local kennel club or 4-H to train your dog, and you as well. Once you and your dog each understand all of the obstacles and how to do them, you can work on getting faster and faster. At the first and last obstacle, there is a timer to see how long it took you from get to point A to point B. Teamwork and communication makes for a safe training environment. You don't just communicate with your dog, but your dog communicates with you. If they are unsure, they will back away. But if they But if they are excited, they will pull on their leash and wag their tail. You communicate with your dog by giving them commands on each obstacle. Unlike obedience, agility has obstacles, a timer, and lots of teamwork and communication. Some dog sports include performance, and others are judging dogs on their looks. Unlike obedience and agility, where it's all about commands you give your dogs, conformation is all about how your dog looks. Conformation evaluates many things of a dog, including how closely they meet the breed standard and how well they show off for the judge. Each purebred dog has their own breed standard. According to the American Kennel Club, conformation is the name for dog shows. Each purebred dog, written by AKC, has a very detailed standard on how specific a dog should look, move, and so on. While the dog is being judged, the dog gets compared to how closely they meet the breed standard compared to the other dogs in the ring. I personally look at on how well they're groomed and how well they move. The judge looks for many things while studying your dog. While looking and comparing your dog, the judge will also have you gait or slowly jog around the ring to see how the dog moves. The judge will also run their hands over their body to see how their body is structured and how conditioned their coat is. Conformation evaluates many things of a dog on how closely they meet the breed standard and how well they show off for the judge. As the word said by the dog whisperer, Cesar Millan, a happy dog is a tired dog. Dogs are involved in a lot of people's lives. 3 sports you can compete with your dog include obedience, agility, and conformation. As you can see from Doug, I have shown you, who has competed in all 3 sports, he is a happy dog. I have explained to you obedience, agility, and conformation sports. I encourage you to go out and do sports with your dogs.